What a game that was. What a game that was. But it was more than a game. You know why? Because this shit more than a game. This shit more than a game. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the John Barnes Show and our post game show after the Saints. Oh, it's a beautiful thing to say, right? The Saints football is back. And damn, what a start that was. Damn. Now, I'm not, I know you guys know me real well, right? I'm not the type of fan that gets overreactionary or radical or anything. But goddamn, that was exciting. That was exciting. Matter of fact, let me give you guys just a little bit of a forewarning before we officially kick off this show on why you probably should not take preseason football that seriously.
What?
Why are you so mad?
Because I'm tired. You've had me up since 3:28 a.m.
Man, you'll get over that. Look, just want you to know it's preseason, okay? We gotta control our emotions. We can't be too high and we can't be too low. It's preseason, okay? Let's stay calm. Take the game for what it is. Let's not get too emotional, okay? Especially you. You get a little crazy sometimes. Let's not get too emotional.
I know you ain't talking right now.
All right? It's preseason. Let's calm down. All right, back at it. That's the beauty of live streaming. Apparently, the second half of my great video that I did got cut off. But do not worry, because if you go on my John O'Bones YouTube channel right now, you can watch my exclusive in-game video that I did of the Saints versus the Chiefs. Now, folks, this is going to be a long show, but I do want to make it a habit of doing post-game Saints shows this season. Maybe not every Sunday after the games, but definitely throughout the week. We'll recap the prior week, and then we'll also talk about the upcoming game. Now, we don't have to worry about the upcoming game because this is all just preseason, but we can talk about what we just saw. We're going to talk about the good, we're going to talk about the bad, and maybe even the ugly, right? But we are definitely going to talk about what we saw today and how excited I am sure a lot of you guys are at what we witnessed today, because let me tell you guys something. It was really exciting to see good football. And that was actually probably one of the best Saints preseason games I've seen in a while. Like, the whole team was just full of energy. I'm talking about the guys who are actually going to be playing on Sundays. God, the offense looked good. Like wow, where was that offense last year, right? I mean, does Derek Carr make that much of a difference? We were doing motions. We were actually doing screen passes to Alvin Kamara. Who would have thought that, right? A screen pass to Alvin Kamara is probably going to net you some positive yards. Who in the world would have thought that if you give the ball to Alvin Kamara, positive things happen? Juwan Johnson looked like he's ready to take that leap. I mean, him and Derek Carr looked real good together, right? And I'm going to give you guys credit, because a lot of you guys were hyping up this kid named A.T. Perry, and I thought it was just one of those typical training camp darlings that we always have. You know, every training camp, there's always a player that we pick out who really ain't that special, but we hype him up as if, oh, that guy got something to look out for. That kid looked good today. That kid looked good. I always tell myself preseason is the indicator of how I'm going to actually judge these players, right? Because I'll give you another example on a negative side. Jake Hayner was apparently like the training camp MVP for a while, and he looked until that final drive. But before that, he looked pretty bad. And I get it. He's a rookie. That was his first game. He was obviously probably nervous as shit. I'm glad that he was able to calm down and lead us to a victory on those last two drives. It was awesome. But A.T. Perry looked like he was a year 10 starter. Like, he looked good. He was finding the seams and the routes to get open. Him and Derek Carr had chemistry. Him and Jameis Winston had chemistry. I'm liking A.T. Perry a lot, guys. I think I'm officially on the A.T. Perry train. Because, again, for me, it's one thing to do it in training camp, right? But if you can do it in the game against actual NFL competition, then you can sell me. And yeah, you guys, I am a believer. So let me get to some of these comments right quick. I want to hear what you guys say too, okay? This is a post-game show for everybody, so us to get our thoughts out. My guy Not says that Saints football is back, and so are the heart attacks. They definitely, this was a game that if it was a regular season game, we would definitely have had a heart attack. You know, like, we go up big in the first half, and then suddenly the Chiefs come storming back. And granted, it was their backups that came back against our backups, but they still came back. And yeah, we somehow was able to proud of victory from the jaws of defeat. I don't know what Andy Reid was thinking on that last drive when he passed it on third down instead of running it. I'm guessing it's like he's like, screw it, it's preseason, I can play around and see what happens, and it wind up being a win for us in the preseason. Now, granted, let me put a disclaimer right quick, guys. I get it. It's preseason, right? Like, I know that preseason doesn't correlate to what's going to happen in the regular season, right? We get it. Not just I get it, but we get it. But you know what? We're Saints fans. And what does the shirt say? This shit more than a game down here, all right? Because I was on Twitter and the Bucks fans was getting on me like, oh, look at the Saints fan. Well, one, you know the Bucks fans are obsessed with us anyway. But, oh, look at the Saints fans being excited again. And, man, kiss our ass. Kiss our ass. This shit more than a game down here. I don't know how y'all get down in Tampa Bay. I don't know how y'all get down in Atlanta. And I don't know how y'all get down in Carolina. But in New Orleans, this shit more than a game. So you goddamn right we excited about preseason, man, because this shit more than a game. It's not just football. All right? It's Saints football. And this shit more than a game down here. So you're damn right I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see our boys in the black and gold back on that football field. What's up, Valente? Mikey says the game-winning field goal is still preseason, but you're damn right, Mikey. It was great. Luan says, I kind of like it. Number 43, Penny looked good, too. Penny definitely did look good. Sean says, it was so good to see Derek Carr in the black and gold. And absolutely, good Lord have mercy, did Derek Carr look good. I hope he's not sending us on fool's gold because my guy looked good today. And he didn't even do anything special, right? He was taking what the defense gave him. He was fighting his men in the open seams, and he was doing the one thing that we have been begging our other Saints quarterbacks since Drew Brees retired to do for the longest. Get the ball to Alvin Kamara. It's not rocket science. Get the ball to Alvin Kamara in open space and watch him go to work. Oh, man, I feel like this, y'all. If y'all haven't had y'all fantasy drafts yet, I apologize because the Alvin Kamara stock definitely just went up after this game because it looks like Derek Carr is definitely going to favor Alvin Kamara when Alvin Kamara comes back from his 3-game suspension. Now, I know we got Kendre Miller, who hopefully isn't seriously hurt. I saw that he had to leave the game and go to the locker room. Good Lord have mercy. Please don't be hurt, Kendre Miller. And I know Jamal Williams is probably going to take some of Alvin Kamara's snaps in the red zone along with Taysom Hill. But Alvin Kamara is a special player, man. And I got to believe that Derek Carr is going to say, this passing to Alvin Kamara thing kind of works. I think I'm going to do it. I like Derek Carr a lot today. Again, we all see A.T. Perry was definitely the star of the game. If you want to talk about non-superstars who stood up and said that I am a threat to make the team, A.T. Perry has my eyes. And I think he captured a lot of Saints fans' attention eyes too. Mikey says Jake Haener was disappointing at first, but he did win the game, and I think that he settled down. Again, we all probably would be nervous as hell as rookies coming into our first game as an NFL quarterback. Your head is probably spinning with so much things. So, it would be crazy of us to think that Jake Haener was going to come in his first game. And he's like a 6th, 5th round pick, right? And like he even is a highly touted rookie and set the world on fire. So I'm glad that he showed us the bad of him to kind of like humble us and make us know that, okay, Jake Haener is not going to be a savior right away. But he also showed us some flashes to make us think that, hey, maybe when Derek Carr is gone in 3 or 4 years, Jake Haener might be a guy who we can rely on to be the future of the New Orleans Saints. That's getting way ahead of myself, but I mean, it is what it is, right? He's the guy who is the young quarterback on the team who we are probably going to look to develop and maybe possibly be a starter for us one day. So we have to watch any type of Jake Haener plays with very cerebral viewing because this is the guy that we might put our stock in going forward come 2026, hopefully. Like, I hope we get a few good seasons out of Derek Carr. Carl Max, thank you for the super chat. And Carl says, finally got to see some authentic Saints football. So many weapons. Do I think the Super Bowl is the future? Shit, right now I do. Right now I do after that game. I mean, even after our backups blew the lead, I didn't care because our starters put on an ass whooping against the Chiefs starters. The Chiefs didn't bench their starters now. This was mano y mano, and I get it. I absolutely get it. Nobody needs to come non-Saints fans and say, Jonathan, you're overreacting. The Chiefs probably weren't even that hyped up. I get it. The Chiefs are the reigning Super Bowl champs. They aren't going to get as excited about preseason. They're waiting for the regular season to start showing they medal, right? Whereas the Saints, we are kind of in a prove-it year where we have to show that we are forced to be reckoned. We have more of a chip on our shoulder than the Chiefs. So I get that the Saints probably took this game a lot more seriously and had a lot more battery in their juice than the Chiefs did. And I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. This shit more than a game. I don't give a damn. How we were able to look against a great, great number one team in the NFL today really has my optimism up. It really does. And I'm not going to say the Super Bowl is our ceiling. I'm not going to go around saying that we are going to be in the Super Bowl, even though you see my Twitter, I said that like 5 times. But I do think the Saints have a very good shot in the weak NFC to make some noise this year. How much noise remains to be seen. But the Saints showed me a lot today. And man, if Derek Carr can keep this up. Now, again, this is not the live stream for any fans to come on and say, Saints fans, you guys are overreacting. It's just preseason. Hell with that. Hell with that. Do y'all not see the shirt? This shit more than a game down here in New Orleans, man. This shit more than a game down here in Louisiana, man. Don't play with us. It means more down here to us than y'all, okay? So any other opposing NFL fans, we don't give a shit because this shit more than a game down here. So Carl, man, thank you so very much for the super chat. And yes, it was great today to see some authentic Saints football. I'm talking about super authentic, right? Because we had a big lead and we blew it. They almost gave us a heart attack. That is authentic Saints football. The weapons look good today, and the Super Bowl damn near just might be the ceiling if the NFC continues to be on the trajectory of being an average conference. You never know, right? You never know. Thank you for the super chat, Carl. And I do want to say, guys, I know you guys do love the shirt. So if, while the hype is real, get it before the bandwagon fills up. If you want this shirt right here, you see it right there. This shit more than a game t-shirt. That QR code right there. If you're watching this from the computer, get your phone out, put the QR code in. You can buy your t-shirt for the low, low price of $28.03. $28.03 for this t-shirt. Why would you not get the shirt, right? And if you need the website, I'm already losing my voice, y'all. It's preseason, I'm already losing my voice. Come on now. Y'all know why? Because it's shit more than a game. The website is right there below. It's in the description, but it's also right there. JohnO'Barnes-shop.fortwall.com. Get your shirt before the bandwagon fills up and we sell out. Because I think a lot of people are going to jump on the Saints bandwagon now. So you got to let them know early on that this shit more than a game, and you need to make yourself this shit more than a game certified. All right? So back to the game, back to the comments. I want to see what everybody thought about today. You know what I really liked about today? Damn, did Cam Jordan look good, right? Are we sure he's going into his 13th year? Because Cam Jordan looked really good. He looked like he was the rookie out there. He looked like a spring chicken, man. I don't think Cam Jordan can ever retire. Like, he just looks like he is immune from becoming old as a football player. Oh, man, I love some Cam Jordan, man. Give that man a lifetime contract. The 3-year extension we gave him wasn't enough. Give him a lifetime contract. My dog, St. John Butter. Y'all check out St. John's YouTube channel, too. One of the great underrated Saints YouTube channels out there. He says Dennis Adams says this shit more than a game. I don't know if Dennis Adams said that because I don't know if Dennis Adams is probably a fan of John Barnes out there, the way John Barnes be ragging on Dennis Allen. But I said it all last season. I said it all off season. I'll say it now. If the Saints look like this today in the regular season, my apology will be as loud as my disrespect has been to Dennis Allen. I will apologize to Dennis Allen, and if he wants, I will hand deliver him a t-shirt with my apology and some flowers. Prove me wrong, Dennis Allen. It's one thing to do it in preseason. Now can you do it in the regular season? Let me catch my voice, man. This shit more than a game, y'all. I'm just so excited. This shit more than a game. Mikey says he's in 2 fantasy leagues. Pammy, where am I? Pammy, I haven't heard from you in a minute. What's up, Pam? She says watching the Panthers podcast. You're damn right they're scared as hell. You're damn right. I mean, but what's understood doesn't need to be explained, right? Like, we know the NFC South is scared of us. We damn sure know the Falcons are scared of us. And we know that the Buccaneers are obsessed with us. Go on to Buccaneers fans' Twitters right now. They all like, yeah, the Saints fans, they're so excited about preseason. You know why they worrying about us? Because they got to worry about their reality of Kyle Trask versus Baker Mayfield. So that's why they're obsessed with us. They jealous of us. They know that with Tom Brady gone, that Tom Brady stimulus comes with it. And that means that they are back in the basement of irrelevancy. Because I don't know what Tampa got going on, but down here, this shit more than a game, baby. Ryan, I appreciate you subbing to my guy Valente's channel. Valente has some good Saints stuff too, y'all. A young Saints fan with a promising YouTube channel. Check out my guy Valente. Merriweather absolutely did look good today. But y'all know who did not look good? Y'all know who did not good? Let me go through my chat right quick and make sure nobody mentioned it because I don't want to take your thunder. All right, somebody who did not look good. I'm not all sunshine and rainbows. Isaiah Foskey. Oh, man. And I am a little disappointed because, one, I'm not a draft expert by any means, but he just kind of jumped out on the game film to me that he looked like a football player, right? Like, he looked like a football player to me. So I'm like, oh, I think this guy might be good. And we took him early in the draft. But, boy, they were putting that dude on his ass today. Isaiah Foskey has a long way to go. Isaiah Foskey has a long way to go. He was easily, if A.T. Perry was my surprise player today, Isaiah Foskey was my surprise player on the negative side. Like, he just looked so useless, and he has a long way to go. And it kind of goes to show, man, and it scares me to say this because the injury guys already hate us, but good Lord have mercy. I hope that our starters stay healthy. And I know that every team fan base can say this, right? Like, of course, every team is going to go to shits if their starters get hurt. But we're talking Saints football right now, so the hell with the other 31 teams. If our starters get hurt, we are going to be in trouble. Like, it was night and day watching the starters play compared to the backups. And I know it was the first preseason game, so we got to give the backups 2 more games to get to play some football and get their shit under them. But they did not yield positive optimism today, and I'm just really hoping that the injury gods finally show us some grace this season and not have us in October with half the goddamn team out on the injury report, right? Like, please, Saints starters, stay healthy, because we've seen that if the Saints can stay healthy, we have a pretty good team. And that's all we can ask for, is a pretty good team in this current era. So I really hope that the starters stay healthy, because if we have to end up relying on 5 or 6 backups to start at any point during this, because look, injuries are going to happen. I'm not dumb. It's football. It's the most barbaric sport in the world. Injuries are going to happen, but let it be injuries where, like, we have maybe 2 or 3 starters out by October, right? Not where we freaking down 7 starters in October. I mean, that's when you're asking for a freaking disaster. So I'm just really hoping that our team, for the most part, stays healthy enough that we're not having backups, and then even backups playing in October and November. Because if we are, then what the backups showing me today does not yield me much optimism. But I'm going to be optimistic and just focus on the people who will be playing in September and October and November and December, and hoping that the injury guys bless them this season, that we get Derek Carr for 17 games, that we get Alvin Kamara for 14 games, that we get Michael Thomas and Chris Olave, and hopefully Rashid Shaheed comes back for the majority of the season, right? Like, please, guys, stay healthy. We need y'all, because our depth behind the Saints starters is not that impressive. So we need our guys to stay healthy. Ryan asks, can I play the press conference on here? Ryan, I actually know how to play a live Saints press conference, but the YouTube would give me a copyright, and I do not want that. So if y'all do want to watch the Saints actual press conference, you will have to go on the Saints YouTube channel. Mr. Who That says, who that? Dana, I haven't seen my girl Dana in a while, but you're damn right we got that dub. Dana, in dramatic fashion, as only the Saints can do. So yes, who that? We got that dub. King True Louisiana says Merriweather did real good all game long on the ground and catching the ball. They got to stash him for safekeeping. Yeah, this is the unfortunate part of when some of your unheralded players play good, is that obviously all 31 teams are watching game film of all the other teams. So you hope that none of these players get picked up, if because it's a numbers game, right? Can't everybody make the team? So some people you gotta hope you can cut, and they can then stash on the practice squad, and you gotta hope that another team doesn't come in and scoop one of those players up. So the Saints definitely have some players put on some good game film today that I guarantee you, yes, a lot of players, a lot of teams will be watching our game film, targeting players to pick up if the Saints have to cut them. And hopefully the Saints make the right decisions, because it's going to be a tough cut day for Dennis Allen and Mickey Loomis. That's for sure. After what we saw today, it's going to be a tough cut day, as far as, we're going to have the top, but the middle pack of the players, they have some good players that shine, that, somebody usually is going to be the odd man out. We can only hope that we don't lose them to another team signing them. Ryan says, our first team beat the Chiefs' first team, and the first team defense looked good. Our first team whooped the Chiefs. I saw some Chiefs fans was saying that their defense was one of the worst defensive performances that they've seen in a long time. Now, granted, again, it's preseason. And again, I think the Chiefs came into the game, it's very easy when you are a 2-time Super Bowl champion in the past 3 years to, not take preseason serious the way that a team like the Saints, who are having a chip on their shoulder coming into the season, are going to take it serious. So I don't think Chiefs fans in general are panicking, but our offense really made their defense look bad today. That's for sure. My man Daryl tells me, Who that? Without Derek, I haven't seen Derek in a while either. It's good to see everybody back, man. I mean, Saints football is definitely back when I'm seeing some old faces return to the John Barnes YouTube channel. He says this game was a perfect example of when it's for you, it's for you. You're damn right. And sometimes a lot of us say this, right? It's better to be lucky than to be good. So good Lord have mercy. I asked the injury gods to keep us healthy this year. I'm also asking the lucky gods or the luck gods or whatever you want to call them to please get the Saints some luck this year. Our fan base deserves some good luck, man. Please. I feel like we haven't had any good luck since the 2019 NFC Championship game. Please give us some good luck this year, Saints fans. Eugene says this shit is more than a game up here in the Philly suburbs. Who that? Thank you, Eugene. Eugene, I think you should buy a t-shirt so that the people in Philadelphia can know that this shit more than a game. Daryl says that there was a flawless first drive for the team. My girl Sharon was the first person to buy this shit more than a game t-shirt. She actually bought 3. She's probably the biggest John Barnes supporter of all the fans. And I love you all, but I mean, Cheryl kind of goes above and beyond. So Cheryl, always, I'm going to shout you out. Thank you very, very much. The shirt has good mojo, right? Does the shirt not have good mojo? I mean, today was the first test, and I think that this shit more than the game shirt passed with flying colors. So again, guys, by the way, if you want a this shit more than the game t-shirt, the link is underneath. You can scan the QR code. The link is in the description below. $28.03. Why would you not want the shirt? Why would you not want to show the fans that this shit more than the game, right? You know Atlanta fans gonna come chirping at us. You know Tampa Bay fans gonna come chirping at us. You know the Panthers fans are gonna come chirping at us. And they can chirp all they want because they don't understand that this shit more than a game. The shirt makes me hype. The shirt got me all types of excited. And if I'm like this for the preseason, if I am like this for the preseason, imagine what I'm going to be like for the regular season. Imagine. This is not a slogan. This is not just an easy opportunity to sell t-shirts. This is a way of life. This shit more than a game is a lifestyle brand. This shit more than a game. I'm so proud of the Saints, man. I'm proud of all y'all. I love absolutely everybody in this chat because I cannot stress enough how much this shit more than a game. Yes, Mikey is right. God damn it, I'm losing my voice. So what I'm going to do right quick is I'm going to take a quick 1-minute break, a word from our sponsors. I'm going to drink a quick glass of water and try to get my goddamn voice up. And I will be right back. I promise you guys. I'm so excited, man. This shit more than the game, y'all. This shit more than the game.
Oh, come on, man. Tackle him. You know he put your arms around you. Hold him in the tackle. Tackle him. Oh, man. I'm tired of this thing, man.
Jono, the neighbors are gonna call the cops.
Oh, God. This shit more than a game, man.
Ah, yes. We've all been there before. This shit is more than a game, man. And now, these shirts are more than a game. But did you know that this merch wasn't made only for sportswear? No sirree. This shit more than a game is a lifestyle brand. You can wear the shirts for anything, such as going shopping, working out,
This shit more than a game.
doing chores, setting the mood,
Oh, yeah, that's that thing I like.
changing a tire, robbing a bank,
Go, 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 go.
jumping a Falcons fan, and so much more. So purchase your official This Shit More Than a Game merch today for the low starting point of $28.03 and let the world know this shit more than a game. Warning, please see a doctor if you feel you've gone too far with taking this shit more than a game. This shit more than a game is not associated or licensed with any organization or entity except for John Bones LLC. This shit more than a game is not responsible for any fights caused by the shirts. John Bones LLC does not promote or recommend violence of any kind unless it's at the expense of a Falcons fan. Ziggy is absolutely right. And this is a perfect example. When you go back and look at this stream, it's a perfect example of why this shit more than a game. Dog, it's preseason. It's preseason. And I already lost my voice because I'm so excited. For preseason. We ain't talking about the regular season. We're talking about preseason, man. And I already done lost my voice. You know why? Y'all just saw the commercial, dog. This shit more than the game. I don't. It ain't skits, folks. I mean, it is content and it is skits, but It's a documentary, if anything. This shit more than the game is a lifestyle. I don't say that shit just to try to create a cute slogan. Like, I've lived and was raised in New Orleans for 34 years of my life. I know the way of life in New Orleans. I know the way of life in Louisiana. I know the way of life for Louisiana fans. I know the way of life for New Orleans Saints fans, specifically for this live stream. And when I say that this shit more than the game, you all know exactly what I'm talking about. You all know exactly what I'm talking about when I say this shit more than the game. And you know what? Our rivals down in Atlanta can't quite understand why. Those irrelevant basement dwellers in Tampa Bay can't quite understand why. Those losers up in Carolina, they can't quite understand why. Those wannabes in Dallas, they can't quite understand why. They just don't get why down here this shit more than a game. But you know what? After what I saw today, I think we might have to actually have a good opportunity to teach them this season. I think we're going to have a damn good opportunity to teach these teams why this shit more than a game. So, I have a he's joking, y'all. That's actually my dog, Pals Press. Y'all check out his YouTube channel as well and follow him on Twitter. He's a really, really good Pelicans content creator. And Lord knows I pray that the Pelicans can get me as excited as the Saints got me today. They actually did last year, but it always seems like the rug is swept from under us at some point. And maybe it's going to happen with the Saints too. And I always tell myself, I'm not going to fall for it for a second time. I'm not going to fall for it for a second time, but you know what? I always fall for it. And you know why I always fall for it? You know why I always have preseason games like today get my ass so excited? Because this shit more than a game. Now, I have a question for y'all. If you plan, I want to give people specifically who are planning on buying the shirt, you don't have to have it yet. I know that, everybody got bills to pay. There's inflation going on right now. It feels like we're about to hit a goddamn another recession with how these brands and all these streaming services and shit are hiking up prices. So I'm not expecting everybody to go right away and buy a t-shirt. If you already have a t-shirt, thank you. Let me know. But if you do plan on buying a t-shirt, all I want you to do is do me a favor. Put in the chat this shit more than a game, and I will give you a shout out. But don't lie to me, because I'm going to keep track of who said it. So right now, if you plan on buying this shirt right here, put in the chat. So somebody put this shit more than a game, and I will give you a shout out. Okay? So let's see who plan on buying one. Mikey, I said you plan on buying one, but I said you got to put in the chat right now this shit more than a game. So let me see who's planning on buying the shirt. Now, I got to calm down, man. Y'all got me excited. Y'all got me excited, man. Damn, I love y'all. I love y'all to death. And also to I sound like Ziggy Young. Hey, my girl Rail's in. My girl Rail. Let me show y'all something right quick. Let me put her up. Let me spotlight her. She has bought a t-shirt. Rail is I don't even say up and coming, because Pelicans fans know who she is, but she's a blossoming. That's a better word. She's a blossoming content creator here on the YouTube space, but she's already a superstar in the Twitter sphere. And I know it's called X now, but fuck Elon Musk. So if you guys are Pelicans fans as well, not that I probably need to promote her to Pelicans fans, because she already has damn near more Pelicans fans than me, but check out Rail stuff, because Rail has some damn good, exciting stuff coming out this upcoming basketball season. And I promise you guys, and y'all know I do not lead y'all straight, except when I told y'all that the Saints were making the playoffs last year, but let's not talk about that. Rail is going to be somebody who is a must follow for you throughout the Pelican season. So please, y'all, check out her YouTube channel. Just click on her name and it'll come up, and check her out on Twitter. Search Rail. You change your name too much on Twitter for me to remember it by her, because I think it's Rail Myers, but you know had like 8 Twitter change names in the past 2 years. So follow her at Rail Myers, RELMYERS on Twitter. Follow her YouTube channel and be on the lookout. She has some very, very exciting stuff that I can't wait to be a part of this upcoming basketball season, because Rail knows it's not just for the Saints, but even for the Pelicans and all of Louisiana, that this shit more than a game. Mikey, thank you. And Mikey also has a YouTube channel. I want to give Mikey some love. Y'all check out my dog Mikey's channel. Mikey, I know that you're a little young, so I don't know if your parents are going to be too thrilled with you buying a t-shirt like this. But again, remember, especially to everybody who is a parent and maybe their kid says, Mommy, Daddy, I want to buy this shit more than a game shirt. Tell them that the fleur-de-lis does not equate a T. The fleur-de-lis is up for your interpretation. All right? So if a kid wants to buy a shirt, let him buy a damn shirt. It's not a curse word. All it says is this shy more than a game. It's up to interpretation what you want the fleur-de-lis to be. The fleur-de-lis could be anything. It could be a flower. It could be a P, this ship, more than a game. It's whatever you want your imagination to be. It doesn't have to be a T. So yes, the shirt is available for kids too. And yes, y'all, again, follow my girl at Real Myers. Again, she has some damn good, exciting content coming out for the Pelicans this season. And I'm telling you guys right now, you are going to want to be a part of the community that she is building. So check her out. John, are you going to call John Hendricks or that Chris? Or that Nick Underhill? Am I going to call? What's the question again? Are you asking me, am I a better reporter than John Hendricks or Chris Galu or Nick Underhill? Because the answer to that is yes. And I told them that to their face many times. This shit more than a game. Don't get it twisted. John Bones is more than just a content creator, man. John Bones is a top of the line Saints elite analyst. I'm trying to say analysis. John Bones, y'all got me all flabbergasted. My equilibrium's off right now. That's because this shit more than a game. And I'm so excited at how well the Saints played today, man. Joanne, thank you for following. I know you follow Rail because Rail is a top of the line Saints. She don't do Saints. She's a good Pelicans creator. She should do Saints content. She should do, because if she knows this shit more than the game, I feel like that spirit. Because she has a T-shirt, so the more she wears a shirt, the more she might know that this shit is more than the game. She might start showing the Saints some more love on her content. But let me tell y'all another channel. St. John Butler has some damn good Saints content, because if you want to know a lot about the Saints history, I don't know how the guy does it, but St. John Butler be interviewing all the Saints past greats. I'm talking about Kyle Turley, Patrick Swilling, Lance. I mean, he interviews everybody. I'm like, how the hell you got all them connections like that? So check out St. John Butler's channel and show him some love too, okay? Slim Salt. Slim Salt is another top supporter. I appreciate the love and support you always show me, Slim Salt, because Slim Salt is one of the people who also comments on my non-Saints videos, and Lord knows I do non-Saints videos too. And obviously the algorithm isn't going to show my non-Saints video as much love, because the algorithm on YouTube thinks that I'm strictly a Saints content channel. So I appreciate when Slim Salt watches one of my most obscure comedy videos that I do. So Slim Salt, trust me, it means the world to me. But back to the Saints, he says Derek Carr looks like he has new life with the Saints and has a chip on his shoulder. I mean, I don't want to sound cliche, and it's selling us like we're going to set ourselves up for a bad fall when we always do this comparison, but he really looks like he could do a Drew Brees 2.0. He got discarded by an AFC West team. He comes to New Orleans and he revitalizes his career to a Hall of Fame career. That's a lot of expectations I will be putting on Derek Carr, but man, so far he is passing the test with flying colors. So I hope so. I really, really hope so. Look at this, man. A happy customer, Rel, says that the shirt is giving her knowledge, because, again, transparently, Rel would tell you she's not the biggest Saints fan out there, but when she puts on the shirt, something like it moves your spirit. She might be catching the Holy Ghost or something, man. This shit more than a game. My dog Valente says he's about to record a film study when the R22 drops. And I like Valente because him and Mikey are two young Saints fans who are catching the game real early with this YouTube stuff. And that's when you want to catch it, when you're young and full of life. And they are going to be the superstars of the Saints YouTube machine come 5 years from now, 10 years from now. They can show you that they got out the mud when they were just in middle and high school. So, Valente, I'm looking forward to your Saints R22 coverage. All right, y'all. I didn't want the show to go super long. I just wanted to get my little rant out. Again, I am so happy and excited at how well the Saints played today. So excited that I lost my goddamn voice. I mean, thank God that my wife, y'all know my wife be tripping, huh? I know y'all be seeing those videos. My wife be filming me all the time, and I don't know why. So here's the actual scoop. She films these videos because we go to therapy. I'm going to be straight up with y'all. Me and my wife go to therapy because she says I have a problem. I'm too fanatical. I'm too radical. I want y'all, because I want to show her this when she gets back from the grocery store. Does Shadow Bones have a problem? Does Shadow Bones get too fanatical? I don't think I do. I've been trying to tell her that this shit more than the game, but I don't know why she thinks that I'm so crazy sometimes. So what do y'all think, y'all? Am I too crazy sometimes about the Saints and Louisiana sports in general? Are y'all team Jono or are y'all team Jono's wife, Clarissa? I think she be tripping, man. All them damn therapy sessions we got to do. And y'all know what she going to do? She going to make us go to therapy on Tuesday now, because she going to be like, oh, my God, he got so excited over a damn preseason game. It's not even a real game. I don't care. This shit more than a game. Like my daughter Maggie says, I don't have a problem. Dana, what you got to sweat for? You saying that you think that you agree with my wife? Because I disagree. And y'all know our favorite. And y'all know he's typing right now with a smiley face, but underneath that mask, he's filming right now because he's like, God damn, the Saints look good today. Honey Badger, I can hear the fear in your type. I ain't even got to hear you talk. I hear the fear in your typing skills. You saw what the Saints did today, and you are feared. You're scared as hell, Honey Badger, and you should be. You better be, because your team is irrelevant again. Thanks a lot for the 3 years of the fun of the rivalry that y'all claim is a rivalry. It really still isn't. I don't give a damn if y'all had won 5 Super Bowls. Y'all are irrelevant. Get the hell out of our face. But I know you're scared. If you're scared, say you're scared then. Don't play with us, man. This shit more than a game. Ralph says that when she puts on the shirt, she immediately started doing the Benson boogie. And if y'all seen Ralph dance, Ralph can cut up on the dance floor. So that was definitely probably a sight to be seen. So again, y'all, I don't know why you haven't bought the t-shirt. Well, look, I just got a notification that somebody bought a t-shirt. So if that was you in the chat, thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, get the shirts before the bandwagon gets too full, because when they sell out, they sell out. And I cannot promise you guys that there'll be more in the future. So you better get them now. Y'all watch wrestling? Y'all remember when people had the Austin 316 shirts or the NWO shirts? You wear that shirt with pride because you want to let them know that, hey, you down for the cause. Well, this shit more than a life. This shit more than the game for life, bro. You want to be part of the squad. If you want to be this shit more than the game certified, I got to see you rocking the shirt. That's the only way I can certify you as this shit more than the game. Because you can tell me you this shit more than the game. You can tell me that you live that lifestyle. But until you show me, then I can't certify you as this shit more than the game. It's a hard knock life, but it is what it is. Jeannie, what up, my man? Jeannie says, today is a good day. I am so happy. I love us. I'm assuming he meant us. He also, now he's losing his this shit more than the game points because he says that he is Team Clarissa, but he's definitely happy about today's win. I don't think I have a problem. I don't think I have a problem, man. I don't think I have a problem. It's not fanaticism. It's not being radical. It's this shit more than a game. Are y'all going to live the lifestyle or not? Because if you're Team Clarissa, if you think that my wife is in the right for having us go to therapy and filming me every time she thinks that I'm having one of those fanatic episodes, then maybe you just aren't as this shit more than the game as you claim you are. I love you guys. So again, shout out to the Saints. Hey, Dennis Allen, that was a hell of a first start for this season. Now, let's translate this to the regular season, please. And let's pray, y'all, that we didn't have any serious injuries from this game. I know the one that I'm most concerned with is I saw Kendrick Miller went to the locker room. So I'm really going to pray that Kendrick Miller just has like a, some soreness or something in that he'll be ready for the regular season because we will need him with Alvin Kamara out. It was great to see Cam Jordan look like a 22-year-old. It was great. It was absolutely great. You guys called this down to a T. It was great to see A.T. Perry look like a goddamn superstar. He looks like he has the ability to be our number 4 wide receiver this year. And if Chris Olave or Michael Thomas go down, God forbid, it looks like A.T. Perry can hopefully carry the load. Now, again, it's preseason, right? So it's a lot different to be a good wide receiver against the third string cornerback and then have to play the number 1 receiver if Olave or Thomas go down. But A.T. Perry showed a lot of things to be optimistic about. On the flip side, Isaiah Foskey, my most disappointing player today. He's got a lot of work to do, brother. You have got a lot of work to do because you are the rookie that I was saying, you might be the one who thrives this season. And today you showed me that you don't look like you belong on the field whatsoever. But it was game 1. Brian Breezy looked real good today. He was getting pressure. He showed some good flashes. I'm not expecting Brian Breezy to be dominant his first year, but if he can play like he did today throughout the whole season, I will be very, very happy with him as a first-round draft pick. And Jake Hayner started off horribly, but I will give him some leeway. Your first game as a rookie, you're a quarterback. You probably got so much butterflies going through your head. He definitely settled in on his final 2 drives, and he led us to a victory. So hopefully he was able to calm his nerves. Drew Brees was in the building. Y'all know that Jake Hayner grew up as a Drew Brees stan, so I'm sure that he's living on cloud 9 right now, no pun intended, to have led a comeback while his hero watched them on, I don't know, I think Drew Brees was in the suite at that point, but to watch your childhood hero watch you lead your team, his team, the Saints, to a victory, preseason or not, that's what football is all about, man. That's what the emotional side of this shit more than the game comes from. So that was really, really cool to see. Dana, I appreciate that you're going to get you one of the shirts. You got it, man. This shit more than the game. I appreciate you all for joining tonight or this afternoon, whatever. There's going to be, I'm sure, a lot of other great Saints channels doing post-game shows today, so definitely check them all out because they're probably going to be a lot more analytical than me. But y'all know y'all don't come to this channel just for analysis. Now, don't get me wrong. I give y'all elite analysis, but y'all come here for the passion, the purpose, and the pride of what being a Saints fan is all about, because you guys know that this shit is more than a game. So I appreciate each and every one of you guys for joining me. I'm going to go get me a workout in right now because my blood is pumping. My muscles are ready to go. I'm excited. This shit more than a game. And we will talk next week. Well, no, because actually I'm not going to be in the town next week, but you will get videos. Believe that. I tell you guys, let me tell you, we are going to take this channel up a notch this season. We are going to take this channel up. So if you are in the chat right now and you just came here from the algorithm, but you're not an actual subscriber, do not be afraid to hit that like and subscribe button, because I promise you, this is going to be like a YouTube channel unlike any other sports channel, period. This is a very, as my subscribers can allude to, a very, very unique YouTube channel, but a very, very great YouTube channel. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. I am excited, man. The Saints look good. It's just preseason, Jono. It's just I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. This shit more than the game, dog. This shit more than the game. All I gotta say is one thing. The Saints are going to the goddamn Super Bowl! It's a gift just for you for being a fan. Are you going to a sports game or a concert or any major event? Well, buy your tickets from SeatGeek and use the promo code JONO at checkout, and you can receive $20 off your purchase over $50. That's $20 off your purchase. What are you waiting for? You know this shit more than a game.